So little finger picking on Proud Mary. We're gonna do it Capo 4, puts you in the key B, just because a couple reasons. It's easier to shoot videos when the hands are close together here, and it's an okay key to sing in. So we're gonna do a Travis picking thing. And this is a good song for learning how to Travis pick, because you get to stay on the G chord for a very long time. Then you've only got a D and an E minor to go to after that. So you get to, once you get the pattern going, then you get to stay on the G for a while, and it's just nice to not have to worry about too many chord changes right off the bat. So we're going to do, if you're new to this alternating bass thing, we're going to do this for a bit. We're going to be going from, this is a G chord, and this is the big thing with Travis picking, is getting a steady thumb alternating the bass. So on the G, we're going to do between strings 6 and 4, and those come on the beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using a thumb pick. You can do this without a thumb pick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a softer sound without the thumb pick. I might actually leave it off for this one, because the way we're doing it is kind of like we're doing a quieter version of this song. So we're also not doing the whole all that chord progression opening. We're just going to start the song. So thumb is going to do this on the G chord. You want to get comfortable with that. Don't let your thumb run into it should stay out in front of your other fingers. So if you're like this, which is sometimes a tendency, and then your thumb ends up striking and going behind these fingers, and then you end up doing this to your thumb. So what you want to do is just it doesn't have to be huge. Some people that's fine too, whatever, but some people are like way out like this. Watch Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits play, and he's got this crazy super long thumb, which is great. He's way out there like that. As long as it's not going behind these fingers, you're okay. Okay, so we got, just get used to that. And then when we're going to go to the D, we're going to play a D over A, which would be written as, you see these chords, D backslash A, or D F sharp, D backslash F sharp. It just means that it's the chord over a different bass note. In this case, we're going to play it over an A. So I'm going to be playing this for my D. Okay. When we go to the E minor, we're going to play an E minor over B, and that means that we get to keep our thumb doing the exact same thing that it was doing on the E. Okay. And then we go back to the G. Now, not necessarily that many times, so we'll just go through that. Just sing the first verse and go, or talk through it, whatever. How's it start? Left a good job. Sorry. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, but I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Here comes your D, big wheel, keep on turning, proud Mary, keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Okay. Now we're going to add the rest of the beats here to get the Travis picking thing going after Merle Travis. So our thumb has got the beats 1, 2, 3, 4. If you know from strumming that the upstrokes are the offbeats. So 1, 2, 3, So with our first and second fingers are gonna stay on the same string for this whole picking thing, and our second finger is gonna live on the B string, and our first finger is gonna always be picking the G string. Okay, so those two right there. So if you want to put your pinky on the pick guard, it's a good idea to keep yourself grounded, and just try picking down with your thumb and up with those two fingers. Sorry, it looks like I'm using my third finger. I'm not. So it's just these guys. Okay, but so here's what you got to do. You got to go 1, 2, and. So that's the first move. Okay, so that was my thumb, and then my index finger on the G string. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and. Now, if you wanted to, you could pick a whole measure, many measures, just like that. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So that's a good drill to do. Just get used to that first half. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. And. Okay, the second half of the measure is 1, 2, and sorry, here it is, 3 and 4 and. So bass, your thumb, you've trained it hopefully to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So your thumb is back here. Second finger picks the B string. Thumb picks the 4th string, and your index picks the G. So you get 3 and 4 and. Now again, you could do a whole measure of that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the reason that we leave a pause like this, if you do the picking pattern we're doing, which is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and when you put them both together, that's what you get. Is that with that pause after the 1, you can always feel where the first beat of the bar is. 1 gets emphasized as a strong beat of the bar. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay. Now there's one other thing you can do, which is on that very first move, a lot of times you'll pinch your second finger on the B string and your thumb at the same time. Nothing else really changes. You just go. That whenever you want. I like to not do that all the time, so I'll do it in the chorus of this song. Actually, not on the chorus. Rolling, just on the rolling part. When you come back to the G, watch for that. It'll be like this: rolling, rolling. It just adds a little bit more, and I find my ear gets tired of it if I'm doing it all the time. Some songs it works great. That's fine. So this is just a more laid back way of doing it. So work on that. I'm gonna play through this song slow, and I might add some walk ups and walk downs. I don't know, maybe. So we do that. Oh, when you go to your D, we should cover each chord here. Sorry. So it's gonna be like this. Two fingers are always picking those strings, okay? So your thumb is the only thing that moved to the starting on the A string, and we talked about that before. So now you can certainly move down towards the floor to do a proper, quote unquote, D, and then you'll be doing the D between the D and the G. Lots of options of where to go with your bass lines, okay? Or you can go from a D to an A. So you get this. So if you were up there, you would be picking really want to move your thumb around, you can move around between these different strings. Okay. We're going to keep it simple. Okay. We go to the E minor. Everything stays the same with your right hand. Good. And let me just address one thing. As you're leaving a chord to go to another chord, just like when we're strumming, we can leave a little bit early on that last upstroke. See, I'm strumming the guitar open on the last beat of the bar, or halfway through. So we can also do that when we're finger picking. I'm gone already, okay? Lift it off and I'm on my way to my new chord. I'm already gone and I picked an open G, but that's okay. Okay, so listen for that too, because otherwise you just have to stay in one place so long and then it's hard to get to where you gotta go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, but I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis, pumped a lot of paint down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of a city till I hitched a ride on the riverboat queen. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Now if you go down to the river, bet you gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, yeah, you got no money. People on the river are happy to give. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Yeah, I just noticed that I'm starting to do something else here, which is just sometimes you do a brush stroke down and then pick up with your first finger. So you get 1, 2, and. So it's a quick little. Okay, and that's really important to get these two guys to really be comfortable with where they are. They just should land there all the time. You almost try not picking up your guitar, but squeeze your thumb down and your 2 fingers up and get really comfortable with there. Those 2 guys have to be right there. So when you do things like, okay, or hitting the guitar,